Alright, Shalom. Giving all praises, honors, glories unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth that we well. Shalom to the elect, scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Kodash Payah. As you see, I got this little clip going on with this female. She does little, talks in a little cast about certain events. But here, it says FBI disrupt alleged explosive drone plot targeting White House UFC event. Officials say, there was the UFC event that just happened over there in D.C. celebrating, and then it says what, Freedom 250, right? Freedom. But anyway, and we know Trump has been into the sports entertainment, going back to the boxing and all that, just like Nero. You know what I mean? With these coliseums, blood and circus, keeping people distracted from what's going on. But then you have over here, FBI disrupt alleged explosive drones, plot targeting White House, UFC even event, officials say, right? But now you got what just happened over here in Atlanta. No, that's Mississippi. There was a bomb that exploded in Atlanta just recently, right? So here's a headline, little article. This was up that just recently. Streamer University event causes crowd surge in Atlanta with that famous streamer Kai Cenat causing disruption around revenue. Senate has, I think they claim to be 46 dead, but I don't know exactly. 11 was injured, but the point is to where chaos is gonna erupt. Different cities, different ways. You got riots right now in Mississippi due to a 1-year-old being killed. You had all these chaotic events during the Knicks game in New York with the crowds, the disruption, the careless, the lawless behaviors, right? Where they had to send in, I forgot how many law enforcement, and they use sports, blood and circus for distractions. And now you got the World Cup globally, in the U.S. as well. Now, where they trying to bring in that one world unity, It's like a form of order out of chaos. That sound like it's a helicopter, it sound like. But, yeah. But see, it's going to be a lot of casualties within that, So I want to get a precept in the book of
Bro, WTF did
2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and no, that's not. I think I was looking something else out. Sometimes when you have different, okay. Here it is. 2nd Ezra chapter 3 verse 12, it says, and it happened that when they that dwell upon the earth began to multiply and had gotten them many children and were a great people, they began again to be more ungodly than the first. And, June, you got Juneteenth coming, then you got the whole alphabet parade coming. It's just, then even in Puerto Rico, you just had a Puerto Rico parade. And they were even fighting each other. You know, so, Salakia, just showing you the behavior of things, man. You know? Remember when you had, during 2020 or 2019, the looting, the protest, those are little trial runs. But now you're going to really have military grade issued law enforcement. Check this out.
It's boy Killshot. This is part 2 of that video from yesterday about the generals getting called in to go to war within the cities of the United States. This is part 2. This is what they're doing. Notice what he said, loosening the rules of engagement. This terminology is very important. So it's coming, folks. Everything that we've been talking about for years is finally here. What are you going to do with it? This is our moment. This is it. It's time to do this, folks.
And you're going to have civil disorder, race riots, you know, things of that nature. As a matter of fact, let's get, since, you know, it's in the spirit, the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, boom, verse 31, right? That's how I put it. It says, and one shall under 2nd Esdras chapter 13 verse 31, right? And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. So this is just division, cities against cities, wars and rumors of wars. You see? And he's talking about, hold on. Hear what he said in the beginning, real quick.
It's boy Killshot. This is part 2 of that video from yesterday about the generals getting called in to go to war within the cities of the United States.
Within the cities. So the war is overseas or whatever, but now it's within. It's always been within, but now it's going to get physically within.
This is part 2.
Right? Check this out as well.
Why didn't Elon Musk attend UFC 250? Especially since Dana White confirmed to the press that he was going to attend the day before. Despite being a no-show, he was quite active on Twitter that night. In fact, as the fights were starting, he posted a video of the U.S. Army shooting down drones. Which is really interesting now, considering that yesterday our FBI Director Kash Patel announced that there was going to be a terror attack at UFC 250 using, you guessed it, drones. What a coincidence. Alex Jones is saying that this whole UFC...
So, there you go. I'm going to just leave that at that. You know? And with everything going on, hey, man, watch and pray. And you put the pieces together, you know, to discern why these little events is going on. You know? But it's going to catch multiple people, you know, in the crossfire, right? It's the book of Job, chapter 27, verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Right? Which we know that's going into, but you could use as twofold because you know, Jake, when they've always been impressed, they multiplied their seed, their children, you know. Just look at Egypt, right? You know, and the blood is upon our people's heads. So a lot of these things, they're gonna get caught up because that's not what's gonna, you know, save them from the BS that's, you know, about to, not BS, but Jacob's trouble, because this is all the build up for that, you know. That's why the scripture say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So people multiplying in kids, and multiplying in finances, multiplying in this world. Right? That's more that's going to be snatched away from them. See? And that's what's going to have people in more of a chaotic type of mindset. Seriously, man. You know, you want to shut off this world. shed from this world, be set apart from it, right? In all manner of ways, to get you closer to the Most High, and not indulge in the rioting and, just the cares of this world and being distracted. Anyway, 2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove. Yeah, you know what? We read that. We could read it again. Because we do you gotta set your house in order to wherever it goes to. Set your house in order. And through righteousness, through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, prayer of the Lord, reflect on yourself, first and foremost, to be able to lead a house and, but you set it in order as far as, living in what's that scripture say? Knowing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of man ought ye to be? In all holy conversation, faith, prayer, connected with Him, and everything will fall in line. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Khan, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burden of man, put off now the weak nature, right? Because we're supposed to, gird up our loins right now, knowing the times we're in was coming, and I speak double, it goes double unto me since I'm saying it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Set that aside. Don't let it, put too much weight on you. Right? And haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Alright? It's going to be a time never seen. Exodus chapter 23 verse 2 said, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrestle judgment. So, we prophesy about these things while people react to these things. Right? I'm going to say that again. We prophesy about these events while people react to these events. Why? Because it happens suddenly, certain things here and there, this city. However, protests, riots, wars and rumors of wars, natural, events that happen throughout, the ocean, the animals, fires, tornadoes, everything is being built it up. You know what I mean? So don't follow a multitude to commit certain things. Alright? You're supposed to enter into that straight gate. Keep your eyes single, narrow, unto righteousness, knowing what's coming. Knowing what's coming. So these are like little headlines over there that's happening right now in Mississippi. How many fucking protests prevented protests? How many protests prevented our people still getting killed? Our people are killing each other, so it's just, hey, man. But this, the Streamer University event that happened with Kai Cenat, the famous streamer, with a bomb. Not him with a bomb, but there was an alleged, incident that, I guess, a bomb was detonated. I don't know. I don't see anything or anyone injured, whatever. It's just the energy that's being brought out there. But anyway, watch it, pray. Don't get distracted. Understand what's going on. And because things are deeper than what you think is going on, But anyway, with that, just want to shed some light on that. Till next time, I'm going to say Shalom.